YouTubers, my second video of the day. This is my mockingbird, which I painted like a zebra, so I did. Yeah, I just kind of made it up as I was going along. This was the first one I did on my Zoo series of guitars. It used to be black when I got it years and years ago. Originally it was just a 2 pickup. I bought the extra pickup and stuck it in as one of the first mods I ever did. And it was volume tone, I believe, was what the knobs used to do. But when I got it, again, like that Hondo I was just talking about earlier on, it was matte black and really badly scratched, and it looked shit. So I had to paint it. So I painted it, and it looked awful. This is a few years ago before I ever tried painting a guitar. And then I put it back together again, even though the paintwork looked terrible. And I decided I was going to go a bit mental with the switching. I got a bit mad with the wiring, so I had it wired up with the 3 humbuckers, right? Then a volume for each one, and then below that I had an on, off, reverse 3-way switch for each one. So I had 3, so you could have it different combinations. And then beyond that I had another 3 toggle switches, which were series wired humbucker, parallel wired humbucker, and coil split humbucker. So it was like, I don't know, I can't remember working it out. It was something like 20,000 different combinations, something pure insane. Because it was each pickup had 3 different states, and you could vary them between them, and a tone and a kill switch. But it basically ended spend up the whole time sitting flicking switches, and some of them didn't really work that well because I was just new to wiring. I was a wee bit adventurous. And also when I drilled the holes, I don't know if you probably won't be able to see them in that dark bit there, because the cavity in the back of this is huge. See it there? There's enough room for mockingbirds often have big a varitone and lots of switches in this area, but I'd put them in and they were all just a wee bit squint and it looked awful. So patched up, put a bit of metal in the back as a sort of shielding plate, and so the filler would stick in, filled it up, painted it, and just now it's only wired up quite simply. It's just a master volume control for and a rhythm treble switch and a tone as usual. That is a volume control for the middle pickup, which you can just bring in whatever everyone else is set. You can just either bring it up or bring it down. It actually goes into that volume control, so if you've got that up at full and that at nothing, you just turn it down with that, if that makes sense. Probably not. Yeah, so I don't actually know what kind of guitar this is. It's a BC Rich, obviously, and it's a Mockingbird, but it's got that fancy headstock on it, like the really expensive ones, but it's not. It's a bolt-on. I think it might be an NJ series, although every other NJ series I've seen have said NJ on them. Not New Jersey, Nagahaya, Japan. That's what apparently it means, and it could be Japanese. It's a nice neck. It really is. Very nice feeling. And it's got like rolled edges on it, and it's like a really high quality rosewood. So it's not a shite guitar. I had a Warlock Bronze a couple of years ago, and it's a different league. This is a proper pro guitar compared to that. So sounds. I'm just going to go straight for distortion because it's a BC Rich. I'm going to put some switches in and put coil defeats. I think just 3 coil defeats in each one to get single coils, because it is a Mockingbird and it's meant to be able to mock every other guitar, and just now it just does metal, but it's good at it. So bridge pickup, rat pedal, Sovtech. You can roll in this middle pickup. Off. On. And so basically, if I've got that up at full, I put this in the middle, that's all 3 pickups on. It seems to have a lot of chunk, this guitar, even when it's unplugged, to be honest. I don't really know. It may be something to do with the pickups, but it's really Megadethy. Bridge on it, neck on its own. fabric actually. As we go on the neck pickup, bring in the middle one, just mud it up a bit. There's a sweet spot there. Right there. Yeah, so there's my mockingbird, which I'm hazarding a guess at late 80s, early 90s, possibly a Japanese one. Although my pals seem to think it does say made in America, or it says LA, California, USA in the back, so it might be American. I don't know. And I heard also your stories about some of them being made from Japanese parts and then taken to America and built, so assembled, so I don't know. But anyway, I've not seen one of these on eBay in the 5 years since I bought it. Especially not one painted like a zebra. Woo. Metal even.